Cardano up 277% in the last month, and analysts predicting $10 for the price of a single coin in the coming months and into 2025. We've seen huge gains over the last month for Cardano and ADA. Can it continue into the new year? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Lots of reasons why, lots of positive news surrounding the currency. Is it going to follow the rest of the market? Let's take a look. So here's the first one from the Bitcoinist. Cardano recently has registered an uptick in new addresses and actually an increase or an all-time high since June 2023. What does this actually mean? So into the block, network has seen growing recently. The on-chain metric of relevance is the new addresses, which we're talking about here, which keeps track of the daily total amount of Cardano addresses coming online or on the chain for the first time. Now, reason this is important when this metric surges, it's a number of reasons. New investors joining the network or old ones that have sold and are now returning to Cardano to rise for the indicator or to increase this indicator, or existing users creating multiple wallets for privacy purposes. But what does this actually mean? Well, adoption has been something that's proven to be constructive for digital assets. So lots of new money, lots of new addresses, lots of new users on the network. In the long term, gives a wider user base, lots more money in the market, and provides a stronger foundation for what the future price moves can build on. And therefore, the latest trend in new addresses could be optimistic, positive sign for Cardano and increase that price as we follow into the new year. Article from CoinGate, some fundamentals that can drive Cardano price to $10, which we've already talked about. There's a few things we can talk about here, but the whale impact. Very much love digital currency by large buyers, whale being a large buyer. It's down 11% in the last 24 hours by into the block data, but cumulative volume, $26 billion, outranking the $8 billion recorded by Ethereum by a long way. Whale transaction recorded to $26 billion in the last 24 hours. Over the past week, massive jump from a low of $26 billion to a high of $41 billion, showing there's a lot of liquidity entering the ecosystem regularly and showing sort of long-term positive outlook for the currency into the next few weeks, months, into 2025 at least. And if it's sustained, it might help push the price of ADA to new highs. Ecosystem upgrades and growth fundamentals. There's a lot of technical upgrades going on with Cardano. They are constantly pushing the boundaries of what cryptocurrency can actually do. I'll do that in another video. But for the more technically minded, that's definitely going to push the price up. And correlation with Bitcoin, we've seen a big push of Bitcoin in the last month, like many other currencies. But it has a correlation coefficient of 0.94, which means ADA or Cardano is very closely correlated with the movements of Bitcoin. And it can help ride the Bitcoin sort of price rally until it hits the $10 mark. If we see Bitcoin push through that resistance of 100,000, which everyone is expecting to happen in the near future, then we can easily see Cardano pushing through and following it on the way up towards that all-time high of around $3 and beyond later on into 2025. Now, the other news surrounding Cardano is the possibility of an ETF. It says here, rapidly hit $3 if Cardano receives ETF news like XRP. We have a Bitcoin ETF. We have a Ethereum ETF. We don't yet have an XRP ETF. However, S1 has been filed in America for an ETF. We can be pretty certain that that's going to happen. And if institutional investment into the cryptocurrency market continues like it has, I'd say it's highly likely that we would see a Cardano ETF at some point next year, or at least more talk about it. And in terms of an ETF filing for Cardano, you can expect a big uptick in the price, at least to $3 if it happens in the near future, or higher if we're already beyond that price point. And with rumours or talk of a Cardano ETF on the horizon, along with all the other positive news we already talked about, where could the actual price go? Here's a report from Cointelegraph. Cardano price gains 88%. Is the ADA rally just getting started? Well, that is the question. Is it started or is it at the top, and is there going to be a big drawback? However, look here, 15-day ADA rally was accompanied by an all-time high in leveraged positions using futures contracts. Leverage positions and futures contracts means long-term positive outlook for the investment, meaning that traders are likely to hold on for longer, and there's going to be reduced liquidity in the market, or short-term liquidity, meaning that they're actually going to be holding their positions for longer and unlikely to be unloading on short gains, which will only push the price up. But where could it go? Experts back Cardano for a 500% gain or more. This is from Brainwave Coin. Cardano tokens witnessed a significant surge over the past 5 weeks, 300% or 274% to be precise, up to 2-year highs of 129. But where is the top? Everyone's expecting it to push even higher. I think we've already talked about if Bitcoin pushes through 100k, then we're likely to see Cardano push through this barrier, or this resistance barrier. It needs to go from a 129 or a $1.3 resistance band to turning that actually into a support band, and we can see some pretty bullish or sort of outlook for Cardano into the near future. Says here ADA could reach 277 in the near future. Near future probably means in the next few weeks to month into January next year, which would be another 135 increase from current levels. Drawing parallels to 2021 bull run, Mark suggests that ADA could potentially surge to 529 or 782. They're quite specific because it's linked to Fibonacci technical analysis. If the similar patterns unfold, $5, $7, and then pushing right up to $10 at the upper end of the forecast that ADA could climb, which would be a 750% increase. Final article here from TradingView. Cardano rally heats up. Experts see 750% jump ahead. This is kind of the limit of where the predictions are at the moment. There's no one predicting anything more than $10. Talk about where it's gone, where it's come from, up 268% or 300% roughly in the last month. Lots of bullish predictions fueling market hopes, possibly up to $10 like it says there. There's lots of reasons why they're going to predict $10. But all of this aside, positive news, predictions of increase in price, no predictions in pullbacks. It increases market sentiment, it increases retail buyers into the currency, and it only sends the price higher with all this extra activity. So let's see where it goes in the next few weeks. I think we'll be up towards the $2 mark by the end of the year in a few weeks' time, and then let's see what happens into January, but who knows. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment in the bottom. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and a like. I would really appreciate it. Thanks very much. See you later.